What is going on, everybody? Welcome to obviously game two here of the NBA playoffs here on the Eastern Conference. So far, obviously, obviously, game one, the Sixers did dominate the living crap out of the Toronto Raptors. But before we get into it, before the games get started, so for those who are new to the channel, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. You guys are new because we are coming to you live here on the Philly Sports Talk podcast channel and the Spotlight Sports Network and all my Facebook pages and my Twitch channel. But yeah, so let's kind of get to some comments. Yo, let's go, Key. What's good? What's good? What's good? All right. My good old buddy JT Toggle. What's good? Appreciate it, Max. You stopping by? Yeah, that's good to know. I do appreciate it, Max. I really do. But yeah, so far, this is gonna be interesting. So the starting five for the Sixers is Harden, Maxey, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, and Embiid. For the Raptors is Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent Jr., OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, and Precious Achiuwa. You started out the starting five between the Sixers and the Toronto Raptors. But yeah, so far though, I mean, I kind of want to get this off my chest a little bit too. Like sometimes, I mean, I like some. I mean, I know some good Toronto fans. I really do. But man, does their fans be so fucking toxic at times because it's like the fact that you want to start, yeah, appreciate it, 90. Definitely. But another, this is before we even get started, I want to kind of get this off my chest is to address the problems that I have with this Toronto fan base. It's kind of getting to the point where it's like, I think all the NBA should just be because it's like they just don't like losing because it's like, let's be real, they're not the same team as they once were when they had Kawhi. I mean, Pascal Siakam's good, but he's not the greatest by any stretch of the means. I mean, Achua, meh. But the fact that you're just having these Raptors fans coming after, sending like death threats and all that shit, but like, come on now, you got to be better than that. But yeah, but I appreciate for those who are kind of tuning in though. One from my channel, and two from the Spotlight Sports Network. Appreciate those who are tuning in. We are still going through the pregame. Well, yeah. So, kind of my thing is, when it comes to the keys to the game, is kind of be like kind of follow up with what the Sixers did yesterday. Is come out hitting hard. Let Tyrese Maxey do his thing, and the fact that they're still and Doc is letting from what I saw, like they were still doing like a pick and roll with Harden and Max, which is kind of very interesting to say, or not say, but it's to see. And it's really, I think it kind of starting. I think it works. I think that pick and roll, and that's a good point. We got to start. Still got to keep. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was meaning because I know some. But yeah, rebounds is something that has always been a big issue with us sometimes throughout the regular season, and obviously with the. And if you looked at some of the games that we played throughout the regular season, we have a hard time getting some of these rebounds. I think with obviously what the game one showed is like we battled on the offensive boards, we battled on the defensive boards. Like we got to start beating the Raptors on the and try to be rebounding. And the fact that Nick Nurse wants to bitch and complain because he doesn't like see how doesn't like the physicality of Joel Embiid. Like, come on now. Like it's just like it kind of gets you to think it's like, dude, like exactly. If say Tobias gives another 25, or hell, if he let's say hypothetically drops 30, I think he could be a good fourth option. He just sometimes has got to be stop being streaky at times. That's kind of how I see it. Yes, sir. Sternest for Sports Reports. Appreciate it. Let's go Sixers. Yes, sir. But yeah, huge shout out to the 7 viewers tuning in, though. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I greatly appreciate that. Definitely share this out. Because I know me and like many other Sixers content creators want to do this too. I hope you guys like the new thumbnail design. Before because I hope you guys like the new thumbnail redesign. So I'm kind of doing this same format to my other live play-by-plays as well. But so Jim Lynam actually has his key. His two keys is be ready for the junk defense and be more the same of what they did in game one. I think that's what the Sixers should do, and which is crazy to see because it's like, yeah, and I'll hold my hands up to this. Me and many other Sixers fans, and even content creators, Key, we've been kind of chewing at Doc Rivers for not playing Paul Reed, and see what happens. And I think what Paul Reed is, he's not like a 7-footer, I think it might be like 6'9", 6'10", maybe in somewhere in that range, maybe a 6'8". But the athleticism that Paul Reed has, I think, kind of outweighs. Yep, here we go. So they're showing like who's going to be the leading scorer for me. I think it's going to be Embiid, but I would not be surprised if Maxey would at least get close to what he was doing in Game 1, because I think Maxey has that capability where he can give you 25 a night. Because obviously we know the pick and roll that, from what I've read, that Doc Rivers is now going through under with Maxey and Harden. And look, I know Embiid didn't have the greatest games by any stretch of the means, but for me, I'm not worried about that. I know a lot of Nuggets fans are going to say, talk shit about that. But for me, the way that I see it is that, yeah, even though Embiid had 19, but the fact that this entire team know how to facilitate the basketball. I mean, look, James Harden had a double-double, 22 and 14. Maxey, just 38 points. Just put on a spectacular performance with this. Basically what he did in Game 1. It's just like, I think he's going to get better as time progresses. Because, granted, it is his second year. The fact that he has a lot of games under his belt in this season, that he has at least 20-plus games. I think the lowest he can ever score, it's about like, 10 maybe? But yeah, that's just how I'd see it. Hopefully we can get this damn pregame shit underneath. But it is what it is, though. But yeah. So I want to get. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a very good point. That is a very good point. All right, can we just speed up the pregame bullshit so we can get to get the game time, please? Jesus Christ! All right, that's absolutely true. But yeah, huge shout out to the 6 people coming in. Greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate for those who are tuning in. All right, mute my phone because I had a commercial break. But yeah, like I was saying, so I think I kind of agree with Jim Lynam's become more kind of getting through. I don't know why I did. Well, yeah, that's a very good point, Dylan. I agree. I definitely agree with that. I really do agree. I do agree with that assessment, because it's like, I think even like Game 1, they actually did. It's like Harden. I feel like just what it was more Harden and Maxey, along with Tobias too, in Game 1, because obviously they were double teaming like Joel like crazy. And I just think this team. I think this team can go far if Shake Milton and the bench can do what they did in Game 1. Hey, appreciate it, Jay Taco. Greatly appreciate that. Hey, huge shout out to Jay Taco, Sterner Sports Report, Dylan Sterner. Greatly appreciate it. Key, greatly appreciate you coming in. Greatly appreciate everybody that's coming in right now. Greatly appreciate that. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, right now, still had to go through the crazy commercial stuff, all that stuff. But yeah, greatly appreciate that. But yeah, and not gonna lie, this is gonna be like the first Sixers game that I've done in a while. Not gonna lie. So yeah, so I might be a little bit rusty because I've been so focused on doing some baseball, MLB games. Hey, appreciate it, appreciate it. Greatly appreciate that. But yeah, we have a huge shout out to everybody that's coming in the chat, though. Make sure you smash the like button. Definitely share this out. Greatly appreciate that as well. Hopefully, we can get this game underway at some point if it weren't for these damn commercial breaks. But yeah, a huge shout out to 4 people tuning in, though. If you're watching from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you may be watching, especially if you're watching from YouTube and Facebook, leave a like here on YouTube, or if you're watching from Facebook, leave any kind of reaction you do as you please. But that's all the good stuff, though. But a huge shout out to the 6 people coming in. I greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. Greatly. Okay. Yeah, for me, I'm still watching the NBC Sports app, though. But yeah, so that's kind of how everything. Okay, let me just fix the on-screen scoreboard here. And the reason why, because I don't like the prime. Hey, what is good? Shout out to Costa Rica. Appreciate it, man. Greatly appreciate you tuning in. Oh Jesus. Okay. Oh. All right. Now it looks like we're getting on the way because the thing is, it's like I prefer the local stations because I hate primetime games because they take what 15, 20 minutes, hell, even 30 minutes just like to get the game started. And like just quit your talking and get the game started. All right, so here we're finally getting greatly appreciated, man. Greatly appreciate for those who are tuning in. I'm not really worried, but if you could give us like 20, 22, and like say if you gives us 22 this game and do what the Sixers did the last game, I would not be too. I'm not be so worried about it. But what I am going to be not going to be. Plus, the only thing is that if Nick Nurse would stop bitching and complaining because they don't like playing the physicality, and that's the thing too. And this is what annoys me about something sports fans. Like if you not play sports yourself, like it kind of just feels like you're kind of just shit talking. I don't mind the shit talking though. But yeah, huge shout out to the 11 viewers coming in. Huge shout out to the 11 viewers, 3 from you, from my channel, 1 from the Spotlight Sports Network, and but all in honesty, I am not really too worried about James Harden. But if he can do what he did along with Tyrese Maxey, and I have Embiid in there as well, and with Tobias too, I think we should be okay. I think we should be okay of having to execute some of these plays that Doc Rivers is going to be drawing up along with his other assistant coaches. So showing the statistic for for Maxi, 38 points, 14 of 21 from the field, 5 of 8 from three, four rebounds and 2 assists, and 0 turnovers. That is crazy for someone as young as Tyrese Maxey, who's kind of been actually really stepped up since all that who debacle's been kind of went down. Now start getting start for the starting lineups. I'm guessing by the looks of it. All right. Well, hang on. Okay, it looks like the scores are. Okay, it looks like I'm a little bit behind with you guys a little bit. Hang on, let me try something different because it shows. Right, not the. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, I was a little bit. Apparently, I'm a little bit behind on the score a little bit. Just bear with me here. I'm just still playing around with a lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah, so just bear with me here. So okay, so right now it looks like MB's going to line to shoot 2. So apologies for that because I was a little bit behind. So I had to get out of the NBC Sports app. But a huge shout out to the 10 people coming in. And MB looks like misses the first. Like I said, Lightnings, I was a little bit behind. So right now this season for MB, 30.6 points per game, basically 50% from the field, and 11.7 rebounds that season. And Embiid is 1 and 2 from the line. So Sixers down 6. You got Siakam guarded by Embiid at the top of the key. And you got Fred VanVleet. And turnover by Toronto. Harden comes over the ball, gives it to Maxey, and gets it to Embiid. And that is good for 2 from Joel Embiid. So Sixers down 4. You got VanVleet, hands it up to Siakam, guarded by Harris. So Harris playing some good defense, and that's good for 2 from Pascal Siakam. So we got 7.5 minutes to go here in the first, with Harris having the ball in his hands. Hands it up to Danny Green, gives it to Harden. Harden with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And then Harden gets fouled from behind the arc, so that's 3 free throws coming for the Philadelphia 76ers. And the first free throw from Harden is good. So Sixers down 5 from 13 to 8. So OG Anunoby gets called for the foul on Harden. Harden makes both. So 15-7 since Harden has joined the Philadelphia 76ers. And Harden makes all 3. So Sixers are down by 3. 13-10. Raptors still lead. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the first. Maxey on VanVleet. Hands it off to... And, Tobias almost came up with the turnover. Achua hands it up to Siakam. Siakam guarded by Harris. And fadeaway jumper does no good. Rebounded Harden. Harden runs up for Philadelphia. Hands up to and 1, Joel Embiid. So Embiid's going to go to the line to tie the game at 13 points apiece. You love to see it from Joel Embiid. Yes, sir. Let me fix this. Get shit. Apparently there's a commercial break, apparently. But yeah. Yeah, so far the Sixers down 1 with a possibility with Embiid going to tie it. Tie it at 13. Oh, jeez. But yeah, so far. Hey, huge shout out to the 4 people still sticking with me here. Oh my goodness, hang on. Okay. Okay, so it looks like still a commercial with the commercial break still going. Mm-hmm. Hey, huge shout out to the 10 people coming in. Greatly appreciate that. Make sure you make that 12. Whether you're coming from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or you're coming here from the Spotlight Sports Network, make sure you smash that like button. Hit. Yeah, yes, sir, Key. Appreciate, yeah, definitely. All right, no, because yeah, I know that the Phillies are playing tonight at 8:40, but who cares? This is the bigger game. All right, whenever this commercial break wants to get done with, Jesus Christ. But yeah, all right, man, these commercial breaks are boring as fucking hell. Oh Jesus Christ, when it's taking these commercial breaks. Oh God. Hey, Utah and okay. Again with these damn commercial breaks. Let's go. Yeah, just bear with me. I'm still dealing with these damn commercial breaks. Do you ever want to hurry the hell up? We can get back to the damn game. All right, so we're back. So finally we're back from commercial break, even though it took a fucking while. And here we go. And Embiid hits the free throw to tie it at 13 points apiece. But yeah, he shouted the 10 people coming in. Greatly appreciate it. Maxi right on. Looks like on. So the last Sixers on 11-2 run in the last more than 2.5 minutes. Got Harden right on Siakam. Or no, I'm sorry, Siakam right on, guarded by Harris. And Siakam shoots. And that's in and out. Rebound to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey hands it up to Harden. He kicks it to Green in the corner for three. Yes, sir! That is down for three. Danny Green. Sixers are up three. Here there was 6:09 left to go here in the first quarter. You got Van Fleet kind of directing traffic, trying to get a screen set. Green goes around the screen. And tight defense coming on Toronto. That shot is no good. And shot clock violation on Toronto. Yes, sir. You shouted the 14 people coming in. Greatly appreciate that. Smash that like button. Share this out. Hit that subscribe button, you guys are new. So we got Maxey slowly taking up for Philadelphia. Hands off to James Harden. Guarded by Van Fleet. Gets it to Maxey, and MB gets fouled by number 24. So Birch gets called for the foul on Embiid. So 2 free throws coming for Joel Embiid. So we got more than 5:38 left to go here in the first quarter, and two more free throws coming for Embiid. And the first free throw from Embiid is good. So that's 17 for Philadelphia. We got Matisse Thybulle now on the floor for defensive purposes, and Green's going to the bench to at least take a somewhat of a breather. And Embiid makes both. So Sixers up 5 over the Toronto Raptors. 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. Got Van Fleet taking it across his half court. So far, since then, Raptors are 1-8 since being 4 or 5 from field goal range. You got Van Fleet for 3. That's no good. Embiid comes up with the rebound, gives it to James Harden. Embiid's already got 10 points, 2 or 3 from the field, 6 or 7 from the line. Harden drives, and that's no good. That's in and out. Should have been a foul call, but that's. They got Siakam guarded by Harden. Harden almost picked the pocket of Siakam. And Harding with a nice block out of bounds. We got an inbound. And that's a layup's good by Van Fleet. So 18-15, Sixers still lead. 4:40 left to go here in the first. Maxey almost got Embiid. And off a hard and turnover, Philadelphia. We got Siakam slowly take it up for Toronto. Guarded by Niang on the top of the perimeter. Siakam goes around Niang. Kicks it out for Van Fleet for three. That's good for three. And that's a game-tying three right with 4:10 left to go here in the first. So Harden slowly takes it up for Philadelphia. Guarded by Van Fleet. Embiid sets a screen. Embiid. And going to the line to shoot two on a foul on Toronto. So it looks like it might be Siakam might get called for the foul on Embiid. I'm sorry, Birch gets hit for the foul. We got less than 4 minutes to go in the first. And the first free throw from Embiid is good. And Embiid makes both. So that's a 20 burger for the Philadelphia 76ers. Still up 2 over the Raptors with 3:55 here to go. Left to go in the first quarter with Sixers 11-12 from the free throw line. So Siakam draws the foul on George Niang. And we got boos coming down on for Siakam and makes the first free throw. And Siakam makes both. So it's game tied at 20. So we got 3:45 left to go here in the first. Maxey takes it for Philadelphia. Hands off to Niang. Gives it back to Maxey. Gives it to Embiid. Gets double teamed. Kicks it to, let's say, Shake Milton in the corner for three. That's in and out. Rebounded to Preston Achua. Gives it to Van Fleet, and who hands it off to Siakam. Guarded by George Niang from the. And that's easy hook shot for Siakam. Raptors up 2. Then we got Milton, who hands off to Maxey, kicks it to Niang. Niang with a floater. Yes, sir. That's good for 2 from George Niang. So game tied at 22 with 3 minutes left to go here in the first. Got Siakam switched on from George Niang. Van Fleet for 3. And that is good for 3. So Sixers down 3. So we got Embiid with the ball in his hands. Embiid, kicks it to Maxey. Gives it back to Embiid. And goaltending has been called on Toronto. So Sixers down 1. So Siakam slowly takes up for Toronto. And a foul has been called. So we're going to a commercial break, and it looks like a timeout's been called. Alrighty. I mean, so far from what I saw, despite being behind a little bit, Sixers look like they should be holding up just well against the Toronto Raptors. Wait, huge shout out to the 4 people still here with me. I greatly appreciate that. Still with the still now in the commercial break. Okay. Alrighty. Hey, huge shout out to the 8 people still sticking with me here. Greatly appreciate that. Really do. Hopefully this commercial breaks can be done and over with so we can get back to the game. Okay. Okay. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Obviously, the score still stands, but the Sixers still up down 1, but we're obviously in a timeout. Hopefully, God, hopefully this goddamn thinking hurry. This commercial break can be done and over with at this point. Well, yeah, so far, I mean, it looks like the Sixers looks like they're playing well, despite it had a little bit of a delay. So just so apologies for that. You got to be kidding. So we're back from timeout. So we got 2:25 left to go. So we got Van Fleet with the ball in his hands, guarded by Shake Milton. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, come on, stupid phone! Stop buffering. And that shot, it was good. Unfortunately, my phone didn't lag, so now the Sixers still down by 3. With Maxey with the ball in his hands, with 2 minutes to go here in the first. And Embiid draws the foul on Toronto. Oh my God, can my phone just... What is going on right now? Jesus Christ. Okay. So 2 free throws coming up for Joel Embiid. Okay, so Sixers down 1. Are you serious right now? Come on. Are you kidding? We got less a minute 40. Van Fleet gives up to Flynn. Flynn guarded by Thibault and gets blocked. And Shake Milton comes up with the basketball, hands it off to Maxey, gets it to Niang, kicks it to Embiid in the paint. And a hook, no good. Offensive rebound, and Embiid's going to the line to shoot to complete the 3-point play. You'll love to see it from Joel Embiid. And Embiid completes the 3-point play. So the Sixers up 2 over the Toronto Raptors. So we got Flynn. Van Fleet hands up to looks like OG Anunoby, who gets it back to Van Fleet, gets it back to Anunoby. Anunoby drives, and that's an easy 2-handed slam on the back end. Defense kind of claps on the back end, so game tied at 29. So we got Harden slowly taken up with 1 minute to go here in the first. Guarded by Precious Achiuwa. And Niang sets a screen. Guarded by Harden. He drives. Kicks it to Matisse. Thought about a 3. Kicks it to Niang. He pulls up for a 3. Yes, sir! That 3 is good by George, the minivan Niang. So 42 seconds here left to go here in the first. So right now, so far, the Sixers are 2 of 4 from 3 compared to the 5 and 9 for the Toronto Raptors. Matisse right on for Achiuwa. And Achiuwa is going to go to the line to complete the 3-point play. And Achiuwa makes the free throw, game tied at 32. So Harden takes up for Philadelphia with 31 seconds to go here in the first. Guarded by Van Fleet. Niang tries to draw. And Harden gets to Embiid with 18 seconds. And Embiid with a crossover. Gets it to Green, and that didn't go. And that's a foul called on Philadelphia. Van Fleet's going to the line to shoot 2. So we got 3.5 seconds left to go here in the first. And the first free throw is good from Van Fleet. So Sixers down 1. And Van Fleet is 1 and 2 from the line. So Sixers down 1. And that is the end of the first quarter. All right. So Sixers down 1 going before the start of the second quarter. So appreciate it for those who are tuning in. Greatly appreciate that. While we're in commercial break, kind of go over a few things Hopefully my phone doesn't want to. Hopefully stays working with me right now. But yeah, so far the Sixers down 133-32. But yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I've done the Sixers live play-by-play. So I'm kind of a little bit rusty a little bit, so just bear with me on that. Let's get to some comments. I really hope so because I really don't think there will be, but I do think the way that it has been physical the last game in this game from what I saw, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised though. Okay. All right, huge shout out to the 5 people coming in. Greatly appreciate that where you're ever coming from either YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, wherever the case may be. Greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in. Okay. Just boring ass commercial breaks, that's all. Alrighty. All right, huge shout out to 4 people coming in. 2 from YouTube. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully, this goddamn. That's what pretty much is what's I think is gonna happen, Iverson. I do think something's gonna be like that's gonna be coming out. All right, so we're getting ready to start the second quarter. Here we go. So we got the Sixers having the ball to start the second quarter. So Danny Green, who hands it right to Shake Milton, who slowly takes off for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Sixers down 1. We got Milton guarded by Van Fleet. Milton, he gives it to Tobias to Harris, gives it back to Milton. Milton gives it to, looks like Paul Reed. Harden for 3. That's no good. Rebound to Danny Green. And that 3 is good. Shake Milton with a nice 3. So Sixers up 2. So Danny Green right on Van Fleet. So you got Harden backing down right in the post. And that shot is good. Game tied at 35. But a huge shout out to the 8 people coming in. Greatly appreciate that. Yeah, Shake Milton, who gets it to Harris, who hands it up to Paul Reed, who gets it to Harris. Couldn't find an opening. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Harris drives. And that was a tough bank. So Sixers back up 2. 37-35. Sixers still lead. 10:42 left to go in the second. Siakam kicks it to Anunoby for 3. Yep. That is 3. A wide open 3 for OG Anunoby. So the Sixers are down 1. And we got Milton. Kicks it to Green. Thought about a 3. Kicks it to Paul Reed. Kicks it right back to Green. Kicks it to Milton. Milton thought about a 3. He tries to do a shake and bake. Kicks it to Green. And Green gets blocked on the way up by, looks like Pascal Siakam, who comes up with the basketball. And we got Van Fleet for three. That's no good. Rebound to Harris, who hands it up to Harden. Harden takes it up. And gets it to Harris. Kicks it to Green for three. That is good from Danny Green. So Sixers up to 40-38 here in 9.5 minutes to go left in the second quarter. Harden right on Pascal Siakam. And Hardy gets called for the foul on Pascal Siakam. So it looks like Siakam's going to go to the line and shoot two, apparently. Apparently they call that a shooting foul. And the first free throw from Siakam is good. So Sixers now up 40-39. Wait, huge shout out to three people kind of coming in. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. So now the Sixers are up 40-39. Appreciate the like on Facebook. And that both Siakam makes both. So game tied at 40. So we got 9:20 left to go here in the second quarter. Green for three. That is good from Danny Green. Danny Green, his third three of the game. So we got Harris right on Van Fleet. Gives it to Pascal Siakam, guarded by Maxey. Siakam, he drives, stops, pops, shoots. That's good for two. So Sixers up one over the Raptors. 8:55 to go here in the second quarter. We got Maxey guarded by Van Fleet. Oh, speeds by Van Fleet. With Achua locked on him. Gets it to Harden, who's also guarded by Van Fleet. And Harden, he drives. Kicks it to Harris in the corner for three. That is good from Tobias Harris. So Tobias Harris gets on the three-point action. So Sixers are up four. So Van Fleet guarded by Paul Reed. Hands up to Siakam, who's locked on by Tobias Harris. Siakam drives, and no shooting foul. Just a common foul, and that'll be an inbound play. Hey, huge shout out to the 11 people tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. So we got Van Fleet. Gives it to Siakam, guarded by Harris. Harris try to lock down Siakam. Now Paul Reed switches on Siakam. And that shot's no good. Good defense by Paul Reed. Maxey speeds with the floater. Yes, sir, from Tyrese Maxey. Who just good defense by Paul Reed. Despite the fact that us Sixers fans criticized him, criticized Rivers not playing him. And almost a turnover. And Green guarding OG Anunoby. And an offensive foul taken by Danny Green. So that is a turnover by Toronto. And man, look, and like they said, despite Danny Green not shooting really well this year, but I think he's more impactful in the ways like obviously taking offense, basically taking charges. Maxey, yes sir, with an up scoop and score layup, just caught the defense napping. And Sixers are up 8 with Toronto taking a timeout, and the Wells Fargo Center is going fucking crazy. So Maxey just smooth as silk. Sixers up 50-42 over the Toronto Raptors. Yeah, I mean, so far so good for the Sixers. I mean, look, the Raptors. look, I mean, I think they're a good team, but I just feel like their fans at times just can be a little bit on the overreacting side, kind of how like us are. But I do think Anunoby's still a good player. I think I like so. I mean, Van Fleet. That's the reason why I have him on the thumbnail on this way to represent the Toronto Raptors because I think he is other than Pascal Siakam, I feel like Van Fleet is the face of the Toronto Raptors when it comes to just being part of just being a good player. But overall, but huge shout out to the 7 people tuning in. Greatly appreciate that. If you're coming out, if you guys are new to the channel, smash that like button. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook, or if you're watching from my Twitch, go check those out too. And all my social media is linked down below. But yeah, for the first time, hey, huge shout out to the 9. Make that 9 people actually. I greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. So obviously we're still on the timeout break because obviously with that scoop and score by Tyrese Maxey forced Nick Nurse to call a timeout. Yeah. Well, we'll definitely hold a post game show afterwards too. If you guys want to be a part of that as well. But yeah. All right. So obviously with the boring commercial breaks, huge shout out to the 10 people tuning in, especially 7 from Facebook. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. Really does mean a lot though. That really does mean a lot to me though. I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. I greatly appreciate that. Okay. Let me just. Hey, huge shout out to 7 people though. Greatly appreciate that. But for those who are new coming in, if you want to hit that like and subscribe button, give me 1 second, guys. There, if you're watching from Facebook, I am sending my link into the chat. Greatly appreciate it if you guys want to kind of check me out because I will start doing. Because right now, because for me, I'm just trying to do a little bit more live streams than I normally would do. Because usually I'm always like on the videos galore the way that I can pop out a lot of things too. But if you guys also like doing like sit down live streams, you like some Q&A streams, you guys would like to see those, I will do those as well. I'm gonna start learning how to live stream. But we are back from a commercial break with the Sixers up 8 over the Toronto Raptors. You got Van Fleet hands off to Siakam, guarded by Paul Reed, gets it back to Van Fleet. And still Toronto's ball. It looks like Danny Green might have got a hand. Look at the rest might be talking it over. And then the overturn it is Sixers ball. I know Nick Nurse looks like he's going to bitch on the bench. We got Maxey speeding through, guarded by who's 33? Looks like guarded by 33, and Maxey's going to the line to shoot too. Oh, Gary Trent Jr. called. Like I said, it's been a while since I've known some of these Raptors players other than OG Anunoby, Fred Van Fleet, and Pascal Siakam. It's pretty much just their big 3 on that Raptors team because it's like Achua is a meh kind of player. And the first free throw from Maxey is good. So that's 51-42. Sixers still lead over the Toronto Raptors. Get out of here. And Maxey makes both. So Sixers up 10 over the Toronto Raptors. And that's the thing too, and I'll talk more about that during halftime. So for right now, 6-7 for the Raptors, 16-17 for the Sixers. So we got Pascal Siakam guarded by Maxey, and that's good from Pascal Siakam. Damn, him and OG, I feel like it's almost got the exact same height. So 8-point game. You got Harden guarded by Gary Trent Jr. Step back three from Harden. That is good. Run number one, James Harden. That is an 11-point game for the Philadelphia 76ers. Paul Reed locked on Fred VanVleet. And a foul has been called, looks like on Paul Reed. And I don't know. I kind of disagree with that call. Hey, huge shout out to the 6 people coming in. Greatly appreciate that. We got Trent Jr. hands it back to VanVleet with MB back on the floor for Philadelphia. Screen set. And Young with, geez, God, Thaddeus Young's still in the goddamn league? That is fucking crazy. Cheers, Steve. Appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. That's crazy that Young's still in the game. Maxey with a nice floater for 2. Just Max, this kid, that kid is something special for Tyrese Maxey. And VanVleet with the fadeaway jumper. That's no good. Rebound to Embiid. Gives it to Maxey. And gets it to Harden. Guarded by Gary Trent Jr. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Harden kicks it to, looks like Green in the corner for 3. That's no good. Rebound to, I don't know, like 21. I don't even know. And Harden comes up with a turnover. And that's good for 2. A nice scoop and score by James Harden. Oh, and that shot's good from Fred VanVleet. Very not gonna lie, very underappreciated player on the Raptors team. Not gonna lie. So we got Harden gives the pass by Maxey, who took a shot from Gary Trent Jr. on that screen. And Harden kicks it to Green or Tobias Harris in the corner. Offensive foul on Philadelphia. Nah, I'm not too worried. Okay. We got Siakam guarded by Harris. Harris plays some lockdown defense on Siakam. Spins and turns it over, caused by Tobias. And Tobias gets fouled by Gary Trent Jr. Yes, sir, Steve. What is going on right now? So it looks like a timeout has been called by by the Raptors. Oh, come on now. Oh. Yeah, so right now we're in a timeout. I appreciate the 4 people still tuning in here. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, he shouted the 5 people tuning in. Greatly appreciate that as well. That does mean a lot though. Greatly appreciate it because I know probably not one of my bigger Sixer streams that I've done on this channel because obviously. Like I said, I'll talk about because I'm actually going to have Joey on my channel this Sunday night, so I'll talk about that on the show on this coming Sunday night. So you guys do not want to miss out on Joey Shakes debuting on the channel for the first time. But yeah. I thought about it, but I like doing my own production. I like my own production. because it's like having to score because I kind of don't like how. Well, that too. I mean, but they and I have done it a couple times, but just the problem. Yeah, well, that too. Oh, come on now. Okay. Definitely. But yeah. Oh my God. What is going on right now? Give me a second here. No, not recording. But yeah. Um. Oh my goodness. What is going on right now, man? Let me try something here again. Bear with me here. I'm having technical issues right now. Oh my God. Nobody cares about Tubi TV right now. Appreciate it, Key. Greatly appreciate it. So it looks like Bryce Harper's going to be. Okay. Hopefully they can get back in. So we still got a little bit over 4 minutes, 20 seconds. So apologies with the little bit of the dead air. Obviously, dealing technical issues. So like Embiid has drawn the foul. So Harris with the ball in his hands. Turnaround jumper, that's too strong. Rebound to Fred VanVleet. And that's no good from VanVleet. Rebound to Tobias Harris. So a blocking foul on Gary Trent Jr. So it looks like Nick Nurse is challenging the blocking call. Let me zoom this in for you guys. Yeah. Wait, can you guys see that okay on the screen right now? Just while we're in the challenge as it stands. So the challenge was unsuccessful. And there goes Nick Nurse, bitch, just come doing his thing. Like he said, he bitches and complains. But yeah, huge shout out to the 7 people tuning in, though. I greatly appreciate that. But yeah. Yeah, they're just kind of breaking down the blocking call. So 2 free throws coming for Tobias Harris, and he makes the first one. So Sixers are up 60-48 over the Toronto Raptors. Yeah, hopefully at some point I gotta learn to use OBS to do this shit because I kind of sometimes. But other than that, Gary Trent Jr. is going to the bench. and Harris is 1-2 from the free throw line. So 3:57 here to go here in the second quarter. Sixers shooting 17 of 19 from the free throw line compared to 6 of 7 with the Toronto Raptors. And I can bet Raptors Twitter are going to be all up in it, getting their underwear in a bunch. Okay, so it's 10-point game with limited up to 3.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter before we get into halftime. So we got. So Harden draws the foul on Toronto. But huge shout out to 8 people, though. 4 from YouTube, especially the Philly Sports Talk podcast. Greatly appreciate that. 1 from the Spotlight Sports Network and 3 from my Facebook page and 1 from Twitch. Greatly appreciate everybody who's tuning in to probably one of the big, other than game 1, was probably one of the biggest games. But this, I think a lot of people say that this is a must-win game for the Sixers, though, and that's not just the Sixers too. Like, if you think about it, and obviously Harden makes the first free throw, is that if you go down 2-0, and yeah, I mean, the number. Don't ask me to do the numbers, but the numbers just show that you're winning chances of winning a series. I think I don't know someone brought that up. It's just like I think it was I was watching Speak for Yourself, because it does change the complexity of the game. So now with the Sixers up 12, we got 3:20 left to go. We got Siakam. Looks like he gives it to Anunoby. Anunoby switches on to Maxey, and he draws the foul. So Tyrese Maxey gets hit with the foul on OG Anunoby. So we got an inbound pass coming. But yeah. And that shot's no good by Siakam. Rebound to James Harden. Harden, he gets it to Maxey. Maxey, guarded by Van Fleet. Gives it to Embiid, who's guarded by... And still Sixers basketball. So we got Green in the corner for 3. That's no good. And Maxey comes up with the offensive rebound from off of Embiid. And Harris gets called for the push-off. Yeah? Even though he's already... I don't even know how many... Let me check. So right now, Maxey has 8 points right now. Lead for 3. That's no good. Rebound to Joel Embiid off of Danny Green. Oh, what am I doing here? Harris gets it to Embiid with 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Step back 3 from Embiid. That's no good. And Precious Achiuwa gets the track. And still Raptors ball, and Achiuwa is complaining that he didn't see a foul get called. So you got 2 minutes here in the second quarter, and Raptors had no attempt on that shot there from Toronto. We got timeout by good old Doc Rivers. So far, we're in the timeout right now. As we can see, so Harris right now is 2 for 4 from the field, 1 to 1 from 3 for 6. Embiid right now is the leading scorer. His secondary leading scorer is Harden, who is 3 for 5, 1 to 2 from 3, with 4 boards, 3 assists, and 1 personal foul. I think so far, I think the Sixers are looking good so far to start game number 2 of this NBA playoffs. Since a lot of times, I think the Raptors Twitter is going to be going off. Yo, what's good? What is good? What is good, my guy? Appreciate for those who are new tuning in. Greatly appreciate that. But yeah, so far we are in a timeout. Hopefully, because I think overall, I think that was like a smart timeout for Doc to kind of, try to get the guy, try to get something, planned up. And let's be real, I do think Doc should have a share of his criticism. I mean, has a lot of his share of criticisms over the last couple of years. Obviously, the last year and a half under during his tenure. Well, technically, I don't want to say his tenure here, but you kind of get what I'm saying. But right now, with the Sixers up 12 over the Toronto Raptors with less than 2 minutes to go here in the. I mean, Toronto obviously finished the season with a 48-34 record compared to the Sixers, who are 51-31, which is crazy because it's like, we never got. And we got Harrod and Embiid and getting double teamed and turns it over. And if Van Fleet drives, and that's good for two. So we got a minute 35 left to go here in the second quarter. Sixers up 10. No, I was kind of a little bit of I kind of overslept a little bit because I had a long day at work yesterday. Maxey with a three of his own. Yes, sir. So 65-52, Sixers lead over the Toronto Raptors with 1:15 left to go here in the. Oh God. Okay, I was about to say, we don't fucking update that shit, but yeah. But yeah, so I did work yesterday, so which is kind of a bit of a pain. And that shot, no good. Rebound to Precious Achua, and that's no good. Rebound to Van Fleet for three, that's no good. Another rebound for Fleet for three, and he misses. Rebound to James Harden, that is rebound number 5. Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah, that is shocking though. But then again, I am not shocked, even though we have a shit bench. That's all. I think all Sixers fans can attest to that. But huge shout out to the 11 people kind of tuning in, though. Greatly appreciated. 5 from the Philly Sports Talk podcast, 1 for the Spotlight Sports Network, and 4 from my Facebook page. Greatly appreciate that. And 1 from my Twitch. Greatly appreciate that. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, Horn got sandwiched between 2 Raptors. And the first free throw from Harden is good. So 66-52, Sixers lead over the Toronto Raptors with basically 38 seconds left to go here in the third. I'm sorry, in the second. And Harden makes both. So 67-52, Sixers lead. 37 seconds down to 35, 34 here in the first half with Harden with 14 points, 5 boards, and 4 assists. And we got Siakam with a Euro step, and that's no good. Rebound to Joel Embiid. Looked like he got a piece of that shot from Pascal Siakam, which is crazy. Now looking back at it, a lot of people mispronounce his name, which is funny. But that's here nor there. But 10 seconds to go here in the second quarter. With Harden right guarded by Van Fleet. Green sets a screen. Harden. Desperation 3. That's no good. And that is to halftime. So far, which is crazy as for just a statistic, you pretty much said, give us a spark in big game. So far with both games, yeah. And Danny Green, hit some at least some important threes. So far, not too shabby. The first 2 quarters, first 2 quarters were scored over 30 plus points. Let's kind of break down some of the box score a little bit. So far, so Maxey now finally broke into double digits. So far, as Tobias Harris, who is our 4, is obviously shooting 50% from from the field. But before we get into it, can you guys see the scoreboard okay? Or do you want me to zoom in a little bit more? Let me know in the chat. You create the best. And that's the thing too. And I said this, and to really kind of answer that a little bit, YouTube takes time. And think about this too. Like this channel didn't come over as an overnight success. Look, I worked it. If you looked at my back catalog of my older videos, you can tell like not just that. You have to because I'm also StreamYard right now. This is how I used to like use StreamYard or Restream, which is pretty much my two major streaming platforms because I don't use OBS stream. I don't stream with OBS or all that stuff. That's the reason why you're seeing the way that it is. Plus, I got my phone right here on a selfie stick tripod, which huge shout out to Amazon because that shit's gonna be fun. Hey, the AAZTRL, appreciate you tuning in, my dude. I say for me, I said Sixers and 6 because I think, because obviously not. Oh, speaking of, Mr. Get out of here.
Stop
that. You shut it. What's going on, Mitch?
Dude, did you see what I quote tweeted?
I have not, because I've been kind of busy calling this game right now.
So have I, but I still quote tweeted it because it was funny as hell.
Oh,
the guy said F Embiid. The Toronto fan guy. Sure. But dude, it's a fun game no matter what.
Exactly. That's like, and look, I think Toronto. Look, I don't think Toronto's a bad team by any stretch, but I don't think they're not as great as people say they are. I just feel like they're like they're a scrappy team, and that's what. And yo, Brandon, what is good, my dude? What is good? So far, so good.
What's good? And you're a Canadian. So
yeah, he's a Raptors fan, which is pretty cool, though.
I respect that. I don't respect your fan base, but I respect you.
I mean, definitely true. Aren't you live as well too?
It's halftime, so I went on.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's halftime. So
yeah, so just Keith just told me to just put up the scoreboard. It's like I was like, I'd rather do my own production. Put it in the
scoreboard. You know what I do? It actually works for me. I have myself big, and then I have the scoreboard up a little, so it's like it's this one.
Like this way?
That's what I do, but I zoom in on the scoreboard. I zoom in. So that's the only thing. So on the top, you see the 52 to 67. There you go. Like I keep on going.
It's right at 200. It's at 200% zoom.
Yep, that's what I do.
But for those who are new, if I go sub up to him because he's an upcoming YouTube content creator right here on the platform as well.
Upcoming. Yeah, my cousin. Dude, I gotta show you something. Look what my cousin get. Hold on. Look at these seats my cousin's got. He's at the game right now.
Oh, geez. So far, Harden first half 7 of 14 for 33 points for Embiid and Harden, 1 of 4 from 3, 18 of 19 from the free throw line between Harden and Embiid. Siakam and Van Fleet 31 points, 11 of 30 from the field, 4 of 13 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, Tobias is killing it on the defensive side, but it's just his offense is still.
He's got the Katy Perry syndrome. He's hot and cold. So I mean, hey, look, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but I think he needs to freaking trademark that shit because that's a funny.
By the way, I got my gift card for winning the March Madness. Yay! Yeah. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Say hi to your
chat. I hope you like my new thumbnail design that I did.
I did. I saw that. Canva, right?
What's that?
Canva, right?
Yeah.
Figured.
So I saw because I looked at the other thumbnails that I saw, for the other games, and I had to base it off that and try to make my own version of it.
Yeah. I've been meaning to do that, but I got lazy. You know me with laziness.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's going on, J Taco? J Taco also showing support from Twitch. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like I said, and I said this earlier in my stream. This is the first Sixers game I've done in a very long time since I've been focused. My mind's been focused on baseball.
Right. I'm doing a Phillies game on Friday.
I'm doing one tomorrow against the Rockies. I think game 2.
What time is that one at?
That is at 8:40.
8:40. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing Hawks and Heat.
Well, man, playoffs this year is going to be very interesting this year.
Dude, that Brooklyn Nets and Boston Celtics game,
Dude, that was fucking crazy.
and I called it. Yay! Dude, Tatum, bro.
Yeah, that's even Jay Tucker said. That's why I shared out the link. Mitch lazy LOL. I'm playing. Jay Tucker has always been. It's a good guy. You
Yeah,
said this,
he
Steven.
is.
He's a nugget. He's all things Denver. Jeez, it's been that goddamn long. Holy Christ,
Yeah. It's been a
that is
long time.
insane.
I think
But
the
appreciate
Suns
the 2
been
likes on Facebook.
no. The Suns were back in the night. Nope, Suns were in there in the 90s. All right, I'm gonna go back to my stream. I'll probably back in later. Who
Yeah,
knows?
probably like a part of some like post game stuff. We can kind of talk
Yeah.
about a little bit for a
Are
little
you
bit
doing
more.
your Sixers Talk podcast too, or no?
That's coming. I still got to figure out another date. I think I had that scheduled at some point.
All right.
Yeah, I
Yo,
have to check my
guys,
stream.
just come to my channel, hit the subscribe over there.
Yeah,
I am
go ahead.
now 6 subscribers away from 1,669.
You.
See, I'm 6 away.
Oh, bruh.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Let me
for
have
the,
fun. This is my fun.
that too, but damn.
All right, man. Love you.
I'll see you, Mitch. I'll see you in the post game show.
Yeah. Shoot me if you're doing it on a different thing. Shoot me the link. If not,
I'll probably still.
wait,
I'll
I
still.
don't need a link if you're doing StreamYard.
Yeah, I'm
Boop.
probably still be still here on StreamYard.
Okay. All right. I'll catch you in a bit.
I'll see you, man. But yeah, for those who don't know, that is my buddy Mitch Kosky. He's another Sixers content creator, so go check him out if you have not already. Yeah. That's my buddy Mitch for you. The only guy that is obsessed with the number 69. Hey, huge shout out to the 10 people tuning in, though. Greatly appreciate that. Hang on a second. But yeah, huge shout out to the 8 people coming in. Greatly appreciate that. And 2 likes on Facebook. Greatly appreciate that as well. But yeah, huge shout out to 6 people coming in from YouTube, though. I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, for those who. Okay, so. That's going to be like a live stream in itself. So I'd rather just have it chilly. Okay, that's not a bad title, but I still like it. I used to like the chili, and that's the thing too. Like I'm going to start doing like more mobile live streams since I do have like a tripod. So if I want to like game plus and talk to, but yeah, huge shout out to the 7 people still coming in. Greatly appreciate that. But yeah, Sunday night, like I said, you guys do not want to miss out on the first episode of the Eagles Talk podcast. I am having Joey Shake 72 on. He's another great Eagles content creator. We've been working and try to get a date scheduled because let's be real, I haven't done a collab in a while. Because me and Joey were trying to set something up because our schedule's kind of been a little bit hectic. So we found we're gonna find a date. So we found Sunday night at 9. You guys do not want to miss that on live on this channel, on the Philly Sports Talk podcast channel. And then Thursday the 28th. I will be doing a draft watch party and all that good stuff. Maybe. I mean, I could probably do that, but I like it. I like chilling it. Like I said too, and I put up a poll on Twitter. I don't think everybody saw it because I've gotten like a lot of. Hey, what's that, J Taco? What's going on? But yeah, but before we get into before the second half starts, is that I'm gonna start trying to like doing like more Q&A streams. Oh, really? It took take you this long? Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, for me, I've been started, doing streaming MLB The Show 22, which that's been pretty fun. Which is funny because it's like some of the sports games that I've done haven't really drawn a. I appreciate it, my dude, because Mitch is also another good guy with a great sense of humor. It's just that the fact that I've seen some of my sports games that I've streamed on from my straight from my PlayStation to my YouTube channel has really not drawn the numbers as my non-sports ones, but obviously with redoing the Road to the Show and MLB The Show 21, which has drawn some decent numbers. Same with MLB The Show 22 when I first got that. Um, I'll probably do one maybe later tonight. Maybe that's a huge maybe, but if not, I'll probably do it tomorrow. But yeah, all that good stuff. So let me just see if I can refresh the page. Hopefully we can get back. Just make sure of it. Okay, still in the halftime. Okay. A huge shout out to 7 people still sticking with me here. And for the but yeah. Yeah, hopefully we can get rid of this damn halftime and just. So right now Dallas is up 21-18 over Utah, as they're showing on via the halftime show. Yeah, yeah. I mean, appreciate it to get through it. But yeah. But yeah, like I said too, like before Mitch left, that I will be doing a post game show as well to add to this live stream as well. But yeah, I mean, huge shout out to everybody that's kind of been, been tuning in. I greatly appreciate that. And that's another thing too. I'm just because obviously because the reason why I got a tripod too, because I could probably take that on the go if I wanted to, especially during times, especially during school, like. If I'm like on my college break or my class break or whatever, there are times where I have not got a chance to, because let's be real, since having this tripod, which I got from Amazon for like $21, which is crazy because they label it as a selfie stick tripod combination. Man, whoever came up with that idea is a genius. Oh, get out of here, stupid YouTube. But that's what it is. But hopefully we can get back from this halftime stuff. So right now the Sixers only use 2 out of their 7 timeouts, whereas compared to the Raptors, who use 4 of their timeout of the 7. But yeah, hopefully we can get back. Hopefully this halftime can be as short as I. Hopefully everyone doesn't want to be bored out of their minds with that. Well, no one cares about soccer, but it is what it is. But yeah, it is what it is, though. But yeah, greatly appreciate it for those who are tuning in. Hopefully this goddamn commercial break can hurry the hell up. Oh, so far, yeah, I appreciate the 9 likes as well. Greatly appreciate that. Definitely hit that like button. Definitely smash that like button, whether you're coming from YouTube, Facebook, or if you follow my Twitch channel. Hopefully, let's see if we can just refresh the page now. So looks like we're still in the commercial break at this point. At this moment. Okay. So right now, Sixers are shooting 56% from the field, of 8 of 15 from the field from 3, 21 of 23 from the free throw line, 11 fast break points and 6 blocks compared to the Toronto, who are shooting 43% from the field, 6 of 17 from the 3, 6 of 7 from the line, 6 fast break points and 1 block. So now we're getting started to start the third quarter. Third quarter into this. So we got MB guarded by Preston Achua. Hands up to Harden. Harden goes through, threads the needle. A nice alley-oop for 2. So Sixers have 69. I'm pretty sure Mitch is going to be tweeting that shit out because. Hey, Mitch, if you're still in the chat, Sixers have 69 now. Then we got Van Fleet, guarded by Maxey, kicks it to Siakam. Embiid falls for the pump fake, and that's no good. And it looks like good defense by Joel Embiid. Get out of here. So we got Maxey, gets it to Harden. 11-10 left to go here in the third. Yeah, that's funny. Very nice. Very nice. Harden goes right by Van Fleet and turns it over. Siakam with a fast break. An offensive foul on Toronto. And Siakam. So Siakam might get. Oh, it looks. Yeah, pretty much. LOL. Yeah, so Siakam gets called for the offensive foul against Joel Embiid. Embiid hands up to Harden. Gets it to Maxey. Maxey gets it to Embiid, guarded by OG Anunoby. 10:35 left to go here in the third. Maxey, deep three. That's too strong. Rebound to Precious Achiuwa, who takes it up for Toronto. Achiuwa, guarded by Harris. Kicks it out to Siakam, gets it to Trent Jr. And Trent Jr. with a weird looking floater, and that was no good. Embiid comes up with the rebound and gets it to Harris, who spins and gets it to Danny Green for three. That's no good. Rebound. And Harden with an open three. That's no good. Rebound to Fred VanVleet. And Harden looks like he picks the pocket of Siakam. Harris with a nice two-handed slam. So 71-52, Sixers still lead over the Toronto Raptors. Now we got Siakam. And Siakam draws the foul. And Siakam guarded by Embiid. We got Achiuwa, goes around Embiid. Gets caught off. And and shot clock violation. Almost a shot, not even a shot clock violation. No, that's some dumb shit. So we got Harris, who gets it to Harden. Gives it to Embiid. Got Embiid. Guarded by OG Anunoby. Stacked by jumper. That's no good. Rebound to Pascal Siakam. Siakam gets it to. And that was good from Pascal Siakam on a weird try to alley-oop attempt. Wait, here's out of the 9 people still sticking with me. Greatly appreciate it. And that three is good from Tobias Harris. So Sixers up 20. Now we got a timeout. Really? I'm surprised there was no timeout called, but okay. Well, Sixers are up 20. We got Achiuwa, who gives it to. Or, sorry, gives it. Looks like Trent Jr. And Achiuwa turns it over. And he fouls Embiid. And Maxey, that's a strong three, but that couldn't fall. So you got Siakam, guarded by Danny Green, gets it to. And that three was airballed by Luke Boucher, and Harden gets the ball from Harris. and tries to back out, tries to direct traffic. Maxey sets the screen. Harden drives, kicks out to Green in the corner for three. That's no good. Rebound to Pascal Siakam. Siakam, he drives, kicks it to OG Anunoby. Gets caught off by Harris. And that's a nice step through layup for OG Anunoby. So we got Harris guarded by Precious Achua. Harris spins, jumps, shoots, and that's good for two by Tobias Harris. So Harris has now. So Harris has got 13 points in tonight's ball game. Three. That's no good. Maxey comes down with a rebound. He tries to outsprint everybody. And Maxey gets fouled, looks like by Fred VanVleet. Huge shouts to the 11 people tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. So Sixers still up by 20. And now with the timeout called. Yes, sir. And obviously mute my phone for don't want to have commercials because we ever get always getting hit by copyrights here on the not on my on the Philly Sports Talk podcast, but obviously if you guys are not all that stuff, but we are in a timeout. But for those who are new, make sure you smash that like button, share the stream out, whether you're watching on the Spotlight Sports Network or the Philly Sports Talk podcast, or if you're watching from Facebook, you share it throughout on Facebook. We'll greatly appreciate those. Wait, huge shout out to 8 people still sticking with me. I greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. Okay. So far, Sixers looking good so far. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Definitely. Wait, huge shout out to 8 people coming in. Make that 10 actually. Now that I think about it, now I see it on where I'm seeing it. Appreciate it, and the 2 likes on Facebook. Greatly appreciate that as well. But yeah. Yeah, huge shout out. Actually, make that 13 people coming in. Greatly appreciate you guys really coming tuning in to probably one of my first Sixers playoff game being called here on the channel and here on the Spotlight Sports Network as well. Yeah, hopefully these boring commercial breaks can get by soon. But yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, greatly appreciate it though. Been a while since I called it. Like I said, it's been a while since I called a Sixers game because obviously with baseball being back, which has kind of been my main focal point the last couple. I mean, just been a while. Not been calling any Sixers game the last just been a while. Like I said, it has been a while. So right now we still got 6:39 left to go here in the third. So the Sixers up 20. But a huge shout out to the 7 people coming in. Greatly appreciate that. Make sure you smash that like button. Hit that subscribe when you guys are new. But yeah, because we are definitely on the road. Try at least get to at least what are we? We're sitting at right now at 406 since YouTube took one away from us. But yeah. And the first free throw is good by Tyrese Maxey. So make that 21 points the Sixers lead. The first was Maxey taking 2 free throws on the foul by Fred VanVleet. And Maxey makes both. So we got Fred VanVleet taking up for Toronto. Maxey with 13 points, 4 boards, and 5 assists. They got OG Anunoby guarded by Danny Green. Spins. And that fadeaway shot is good for 2. And we got Harden who hands it up to, looks like to Harris, kicks it back to Harden, gives it to Embiid. We got Harden with the ball in his hands. Now give it to Embiid in the post. Try to pump fix them in the post. Spinning around jumper. That's good for 2 in the post by Joel Embiid. And OG Anunoby guarded by tight defense from Danny Green. Gives it to Siakam, guarded by Embiid. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Siakam shoots. That's no good. And rebound to back to. And you got OG Anunoby. Gets it to VanVleet. Gets it to Boucher for 3. That's no good. Who's been. And Sixers basketball. Oh, definitely. Look, I know, and this is the thing too. Like this, and this is what I said before that delay. Because right now, Harris has 13.6 boards, 2 and an assist, but he's shooting an efficient 5 of 7 from the 3 from the field, and 2 of 2 from 3. And Embiid's having a decent game. So is Tyrese Maxey, Danny Green. Even though 3 of 9 from the field, I mean, look. But yeah, like I said, this team just needs to pick up, keep that momentum going from keep that momentum. Yeah. Embiid with 2. So a backcourt violation has called on Toronto. Jesus Christ. Hey, Nick Nurse, go back to kindergarten if you like some bitching. Oh, geez, yes, Siakam you're in your bed? Damn. Speaking of which, how many points has right now Siakam? Oh, it's a Palmer violation. So you got Embiid. Guardable. Oh, nice crossover. What a nice behind the back pass. Gives it back. Matisse gives it back to Embiid. Fadeaway kicks it out to Matisse. For 3. That's off the rim. Rebound to Boucher. So. Sheesh. So we got VanVleet. Guarded by Embiid. And we got Harris and Siakam. VanVleet kicks out to Achua for 3. That's no good. Rebound to Tyrese Maxey. And that's a nice lob for 2 to Matisse Thybulle. So yeah, so Key, you're going to need Pascal needs to score 11 points. So JoJo has to get 25. Yeah, JoJo had. Well, there you go. And B's already got 25 for you, Key, and Harden. Was it 5? It needs 4 more assists to get 10 to get that 10 assists for you. So we got a timeout. Okay. So far, Sixers leading up 84-58 here with 4:10 left to go in the third. And then you still have Nick Nurse still whining and. Oh, damn, that sucks, Keith. That is going to suck. That sucks, man. Thank God I don't bet. Jesus Christ. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a betting man. Hey, he showed it to the 10 people tuning into the tonight's ball game. You're catching it. I love that. That's great. That's great because like And I know, and Key said this too. It's just like it's time. I hate coaches that bitch and complain because it's like you guys cancel. Because for me, I still blame Ty Lue for all this shit because it's like, Ty Lue was bitching to complain about Joel Embiid going to the line. Bickerstaff is complaining. Now we're seeing Nick Nurse getting complained as bitching and complaining. Like you're in probably you're in the top of the top, but you still are. Like you can't stop it. If it's only just that, hey, that's true. Okay, let me fix the Nightbot here. Goddamn. But yeah. Then again, Key can't be worse than Coach Spotlight. 10 to 40. Okay. But it can't be. There we go. Yeah, Key. Ain't that the truth? Wait, huge shout out to the 9 people still here right now. Greatly appreciate that. I see. Then again, Key can't be worse than Coach Spotlight getting screwed in the parlay, but that was kind of funny a little bit. But shit. And that's the thing too. It's like, see, I really don't do shit like that because, like, I'm not trying to poke fun of Coach Spotlight, but damn, like that's just like I feel like that was like the worst moment that I've ever remembered during my time here on the Spotlight Sports Network. But huge shout out to the 10 people, 4 people coming from YouTube. Greatly appreciate that. But yeah, it's just like I said before, I kind of got on track. It's just like I'm just tired of these NBA coaches or who like the fact they say, oh, like Harden and Embiid are going to the line, like literally, you can't stop the two of them. Like either way, like you're going to draw a foul at some point in the game. That's just how basketball has been working. That's just how the game's been played for years. But like you say, if you're going to coach, like say back in the 10, 15 years ago, you're going to bitch and complain about that too. But damn, it's just like I just hate coaches that bitch and complain because like there's certain guys you just can't stop. But we're back from commercial break. So we got OG Anunoby guarded by Niang. He shoots, and that's good for 2 from OG Anunoby. Yeah, thank God. Fingers crossed, Key. Fingers crossed. So Anunoby's already got 16 points on 7 to 8 shooting. So yeah, Maxey gives it to Milton. And we got Embiid. Embiid, oh, nice pass, and that's blocked by Pascal Siakam. So the Sixers are up 24 over the Toronto Raptors with. No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like Larry Bird coach is he'll understand that. Same with Maurice Cheeks, who's an assistant with the Hawks. And Embiid, oh, fadeaway 3 from Joel Embiid. That's good for 3. Jeez. Embiid, 28 points, 11 boards. Siakam gets it to Anunoby for 3. That's no good. And that is a goaltending has been called. Or I guess not a goal. Yeah, goaltending. Okay. What Joel Embiid? 7 feet tall with a fleet foot of like a guard. That's crazy. So far, 8-16 from the Sixers, who are shooting 50% from the floor this quarter, compared to the 31% for the Raptors. Embiid. It gets guarded by Birch. Kicks it to Niang. And shot clock violation on Philadelphia. Okay, that's some pretty decent defense all from Toronto. So you got, looks like Flynn, or is that? Yeah, it looks like that might be Flynn. Gets it to Siakam. And that's a good mid-range shot from Pascal Siakam. So 87-64, less than 2.5 minutes to go here in the third. Embiid with the ball in his hands. Hands off to Maxey. Or I'm sorry, to Shake Milton. Maxey, goes around. Kicks it to Embiid. Gives it to Maxey. Maxey, and that's an offensive foul has been called. Ooh, it looks like Maxey got hit hard on the way down. Oh, come on now. And he got Maxey chance down going on. Looks like Maxey's going to be okay. So we got a timeout has been called, or at least going into commercial break, though. But yeah, so far Sixers are up 87-64 here over the Toronto Raptors. Just kind of been pretty fun so far to watch, despite some on-air, dead air delays a little bit. Do apologize for those in certain spots because obviously I hate games that are settled on prime time, because I don't like that, unfortunately. But I think I will do a MLB The Show 22 franchise stream. We'll do that probably do that maybe later, maybe either tomorrow after the Phillies game. We'll see. But if you guys like what you see, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. You guys are new. Definitely share this out. I greatly appreciate that. Apparently, baseball boys. Apparently, how to fix my Nightbot's been one of my bot moderators. So, and Toronto turns it over. Maxey gets the layup, and for 89-66. What the hell? Okay, yeah. So apparently, my phone or the game's a little bit behind. So 89-66, Sixers still lead. 135 to go, left to go here. I don't know why. Right here, I know the scoreboard it says the same score, but the timing might be different. And that shot's good for 3 from looks like Matisse Thybulle. So we got a minute 15 to go, or minute 13 to go here in the third. Sixers up 92-66. And Matisse got some tight defense on OG Anunoby. Hands it off to Flynn. Flynn with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets it back to Anunoby. And how the hell he got that off is beyond me. But that shot's good for. So 92-68. Sixers still lead. 50 seconds to go here in the third. We got Paul Reed back in the game. Hands off to Maxey. We got Maxey got the ball back from Schmilton. Try to get the 3 off, and that's good from Tyrese Maxey. Okay. So 95-68. Maxey with 18 points, 6 boards, 7 assists. And that 3 is good from Toronto. So we got 15 seconds here. And we got Niang. Gives it to Matisse. Gives it back to Niang. And Niang got stripped by, it looks like OG Anunoby. And that shot's good. So it's 95-73. And that is good. And there goes Franklin diving for the basketball. So Philadelphia's still up 95-73, and that's the end of the third quarter. So it looks like that. So Tyrese's elbow looks like it's just doing just fine. Okay. But yeah, so far, Sixers look like they're playing well. It looks like they're still continuing that momentum they had in game one. Obviously, Maxey, almost 20 points. I would expect, Maxey not having enough. But I think, like I said too, I think Maxey is capable to give us. He basically has the capability to give you 25 a night. But the way that the Sixers are running so far, I would not see. Can't complain because right now. So right now, I mean, Maxey's is 6 and 9 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three. Damn, Jesus. Okay, so it looks like Maxey's getting a rest. Okay, so it looks like Maxey's going to get a rest, and rightfully so. I think he deserves that rest. Oh, can we not talk about food on the stream, please? Thank you very much. So now we are starting the fourth quarter with the Sixers up 95-71. But I appreciate the 4 people still coming, still sticking with me here to start here in the fourth. So we got Flynn now taking up for Toronto, guarded by Milton. And Siakam looks like he draws a foul, but the only so you got Siakam with the ball in his hands, guarded by looks like Paul Reed. And that's no good. Rebound to Philadelphia. So you got Harden slowly crossing half court, and Paul Reed draws the foul on. It looks like on Boucher. Look like that might gotten hit with the foul. They got Harden. Oh, with a nice floater. That's no good. And Siakam comes down with a rebound. And we got a fast break for Siakam. It gets blocked on the way up, and that's no good. Rebound to Tobias Harris. Harris sprints down, Gets it to Milton. Milton goes through the defenders and he draws a foul on Flynn. So we got 11:01 left here in the. Damn, Key. I feel bad. We got Harris. Oh, nice fadeaway jumper. That's good for 2. So Tobias Harris puts the keys. Hey, appreciate it. I appreciate it as someone who used to live in South Jersey. Thank you. It's very rare that I've seen people here on YouTube, other than Mitch. I'll say that. But yeah, that shot's good from Toronto. But Mitch, other than me and Mitch, are the only ones. Hey, I really do appreciate it, Beth. I really do. So Siakam gets hit with the foul. And technical foul has been called on Toronto. Oof. So let's see. Harden. Let's see. Rebounds. Still got 6 assists there, Key. Still got 6 assists here. Okay, so yeah, Harden missed the technical free throw, but still, Sixers still get the ball back. Siakam has 18 points. So Siakam, Key, had he has 18. He has 18 points, 7 of 20 from the field. Jesus Christ. Yikes. And they got Van Fleet guarded by Paul Reed on the perimeter. Van Fleet getting, yep. And OG Anunoby for 3. That's good for 3 from OG Anunoby. And Harden gets also double team, kicks it to Green, kicks it to Harris in the corner. Harris backs down Flynn. And Reed comes up with a nice rebound, and that's couldn't get the shot off. Damn. Well, I'm sorry, Key. Flint. And airball 3, and a nice put back from Chris Boucher. But a huge shout out to the 6 people still joining with me. So we got 9:02 left in the fourth quarter. Sixers still up 97-78. That's true. Hey, okay, Jake. I see you. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate what. Yeah. I wouldn't say that. I would that too, but I know. I know. Raptors Twitter is going to go the hell. It's going to pop off because I know that's going to be some crazy stuff. But I do appreciate it, Jake. Jesus Christ. I mean, if you're like, and that's a good thing. That's a good point. If you're like an owner, if you're seeing this shit, I would not be happy either. I would not. I would. I mean, that's like it's kind of, and like I said this too. Like the Raptors are good, but they're not great. But they're not the same team that they once were back in, I think, 2019 when they still had Kawhi. Chris Boucher still is decent. Pascal Siakam still good. Fred VanVleet's very underappreciated. I mean, they got some decent players. It's just like it's not just I don't know. Man, no one cares about Capital One. But I appreciated Jake stopping by too. Shit, that's the first time I've seen Jake stop by one of my Sixer streams. Well, that's some good. I mean, right now, the only OG out of nowhere is their leading scorer as it stands. Let's take a look. See. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so Siakam, 7 of 20 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3, 9 boards, 5 assists, 4 personal fouls, 18 points. So, dang, he got screwed on that one for Pascal Siakam to get her 25. Achua, 7 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3, 6 boards, 3 personal fouls. OG Anunoby, 9 of 11 from 3, 3 of from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 1 rebound and 3 personal fouls with 21 points. VanVleet, 17 points, 1 personal foul, 6 assists, 3 boards, 4-13 from 3, 6 and 19 from the field. And Gary Trent Jr., 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 1 and from 3, one rebound, no assists, 4 personal fouls with 0 points. The only leading scorer off the bench is Chris Boucher with 10 points, 7 boards, no assists, 0 for 2 from 3, and 5 of 8 from the field. That is true. I'll say that much. Now they're showing a list of players who had the most playoff points without winning a championship. Karl Malone with 4,761 points in 193 games. Elgin Bay, and Harden's already is one of those on that list. We got Maxey gets it to Embiid. Hey, appreciate it, Jake. Well, not just that. Well, that too. Plus, Nick Nurse bitches and complains a lot. And 2 seconds. And Danny Green got stripped. And he tries to pick the pocket of Fred VanVleet, but no, that's no. So we got Fred VanVleet getting guarded by Tyrese Maxey. I don't know. That's a good. And that 3 is good. And that 3 is good from Boucher. Damn, the freaking water boy sitting in the 3. Jesus Christ. My mama has like the devil. And Harris gets it to Embiid. Thought about a 3. He drives. And so Embiid gets called for the offensive foul. So you got VanVleet. Draws the defense from James Harden. Bird sets the screen and a kick ball off at Embiid. See, that is tough. That is tough because as much as I want to say rest him, but you got to think of this too. The numbers doesn't look great for us when we have Joel on the bench. But if we have Paul Reed in his place, then yeah, I think give JoJo a rest. But I don't think since not having Paul Reed on the floor, I said just let Joel Embiid work. I'm just saying. So you got Flynn guarded by Maxey. Birch goes around a screen, sets the screen. Birch guarded by Green. And OG Anunoby guarded by Harris for 3. That's good for 3 from OG Anunoby. 7:25 left to go here. I'd be pissed because that's almost a year's worth of subs. Got Harden. Harden threads the needle with the defense. And Got Fred VanVleet taking it up for Toronto. So we got 7 minutes, 6:56 left to go in the fourth. With OG Anunoby guarded by Harris. And that's good from Birch. So 97-86, Sixers still leads. A 6:35 left to go here in the fourth. Harden, and he draws the foul. And B having the missed layup. Jesus Christ. You got Fred VanVleet. Hands up to Anunoby. Screen set. And Anunoby lost the basketball. And Maxey comes up with a recovery for three. Yes, sir. Tyrese Maxey drains the three. Like I said, this kid is something fucking special to watch. Thank you, Tyrese Maxey, motherfuckers. And he got, what was that, Boucher. Step by three. That's no good. Rebound to Tobias Harris. And Fling commits the foul on Tobias Harris. So Maxey, 21 points, 6 boards, 7 assists. Yeah, pretty much. And you got to think, too, and I said this, too, but I think with Harden, I mean, Harden's not the same player as he once was, but I think what Maxey is, for a kid who's in the second year here in the league, I think he's learned a lot from Harden and definitely learned a lot from Embiid. And we're just reacting, just being himself, and just so 102-86 Sixers lead, 5:44 left to go here in the fourth. You got Boucher, or I'm sorry, Siakam. I'm sorry, they got too many tall guys. OG Anunoby for three. That's no good. He breaks it off the glass. And rebound to Tobias Harris. Harris, guarded by Siakam, hands up to Harden. And Harden tries to find an open man. Gets it to Maxey. Maxey thought about a three. And an offensive foul on Embiid. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely an offensive foul because you could definitely show a little bit of a push off. So we got 5:09 left here to go in the fourth. I know the ESPN scoreboard says otherwise. Sixers still up 102-86. So Siakam gets to the VanVleet. And Anunoby couldn't get the shot off. Good defense by the Philadelphia 76ers. And a nice block by Joel Embiid. And we got Maxey, who hands off to Harden, who gets it to Green. Wide open three. That's no good. Rebound. And foul on Toronto. So Siakam has 5 personal fouls. A huge shout out to the 6 people still sticking with me here. And the first free throw from Embiid is a little bit too strong. So missed the first free throw. Honestly, I could go for some Popeye's chicken right now. And Embiid is 1-2 from the line. But I appreciate the 3 likes on Facebook, though. Greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate it. So we now Embiid. So and B with a nice block and with a nice rebound by Tyrese Maxey. Takes it up for Philadelphia, hands it up to Danny Green, and a nice one-handed slam by Danny Green. So it looks like timeout has. So 4:19 to left to go here in the fourth. And we're going to a timeout commercial break, but a huge shout out to the 7 people still sticking with me. Greatly, I really you guys appreciate that. You guys tune in, especially Jake or the Snake Sports Talk Show. Greatly appreciate that too. For the first time I've seen him in my Sixers live streams, I greatly appreciate that a ton. Yo, what up, Dante? What is good, my dude? Yeah, huge shout out to the 12 people though. Jesus Christ, we're still kind of retaining some viewers. Greatly appreciate that. Well, yeah, Brendan. It looks like I think Maxey has that MB kind of mentality and just like how he just wants to play a lot of things too. But huge shout out to the 14 people, 10 from Facebook. Jesus Christ, you guys are amazing. But for those who are new watching from Facebook, I did leave a link to my YouTube channel in the chat. If you guys want to come check me out, hit that. You can definitely hit that subscribe button because I've got a lot more stuff coming too. I'm going to start trying to do some more a little bit more mobile live streams, which obviously I know I saw you guys. I seen some good reactions out of the first mobile live stream I did because that was one of my rare Q&A streams that I've done. Yeah, surprising, Danny the old man was getting off his feet. Jesus fucking Christ, that's the first time we. Wait, I got huge shout out to the 20 people come in the chat. Jesus Christ. Hey, you guys are amazing. If you guys are catching the back end of this game, obviously the scoreboard says right here on the screen. 105-86, Sixers still lead with Toronto having 1 timeout remaining. So right now, yeah, so pretty much, I mean, the only guy that's close to 25 points, that's Anunoby. That's pretty much about it. The fact I'll say that, and I think I've said this too. It's like the fact that Thaddeus Young is still in the league is beyond my imagination. Because usually something like Thaddeus Young, I think a lot of Sixers. Nah, 20 viewers though. Trust me, when he gets to double digits, my dude, it's going to be well because it may not seem like a lot, but yeah, definitely. Yeah, that would be great. It would, hey, good shit, good shit. Hey, you're getting there. But huge shout out to the 29 viewers still sticking with me. Greatly appreciate that. Alrighty. So we got Fran Van Feet. Hands it off to, looks like OG Anunoby, guarded by Danny Green. Pump fakes, and hey, definitely. Greatly appreciate it, though. Greatly appreciate it, though, man. So yeah, Harden go around the Embiid screen. And a steal by Fred Van Fleet. Van Fleet for three. That's no good. And Embiid, or no, I'm sorry, not Embiid. Danny Green commits the foul on Siakam. And the first free throw is good from Siakam. He has 19 points, Key. But yeah, huge shout out to the 17 viewers still sticking with me. Greatly appreciate that. And Siakam makes both. So apparently there's a challenge on the floor. Okay. Yeah. I've seen Spider-Man went No Way Home a couple of times, so yeah. But yeah, so we've got a little bit over 3.5 minutes to go here in the fourth. I don't have. I mean, I think you're the first one that I know that's a Raptors fan. But hey, huge shout out to the 19 viewers still sticking with me. Greatly appreciate that, though. So Jackson, so all-time playoff coach. Jesus. No, you're good. You're good, man. I think that you're the very first that is a Raptors fan on this channel. That, if my memory serves me right. So it looks like the challenge is successful and it's still Sixers ball. Huge shout out to the 15 people still sticking with me. Greatly appreciate it. We got Tobias, gives it to Embiid. Embiid. And kicks it to Danny Green on the perimeter. Kicks it back down to Embiid in the paint. Fadeaway jumper from Embiid. That is it. He gets the roll. But I do appreciate it, though, man. I greatly appreciate some new people who like different teams coming on this channel. So you got OG Ananobi and just a good play. But Danny Green commits the foul. Hey, I appreciate it. But okay, so for those who are new coming in, if you guys are watching from Facebook, I know if you didn't caught this as well. I also have it. Well, let me get to something like that. I have some more play-by-plays coming. I have some Phillies play-by-plays coming. I got some other podcast shows coming up. So I got some good stuff for you guys too. Because like I said, this is the first. This has been a while since I've done the Sixers game in a very long time. Since the last game I did was in the regular season, but that was pretty much about it. And then both free throws are good. So Sixers still up 107-91. Or I make that 92. I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention. A huge shout out to the 22 people coming in. Greatly appreciate those. We got 2:44 left to go here in the fourth. Embiid, gives it to Harris. Harris, gotta get the shot off the rim, and still Toronto basketball. I greatly appreciate it, Ross. Greatly appreciate that. So we got 2:30. And just good defense by the Sixers, and Boucher with a tough shot, but that still goes in for 2. So we got Harris slowly taking off for Philadelphia. Well, we got 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Harris, guarded by Van Fleet, gives it to Maxey. Maxey gets it to Harris, gets it to Embiid in the post. Embiid, fadeaway jumper. That's tough. That's a tough shot. Harris! And that is so. And a nice save by Tobias Harris, but Maxey had the ball in his hands. Sprints with the floater. Yes, sir. That's good for 2. And that 3 is good from Toronto, from Fred Van Vliet. Now it looks like Sixers playing keep away with the basketball. Danny Green gets it to Harris for 3. Yes, sir. Danny Green with a nice assist for Tobias Harris for a 3. And a nice turnover by the Philadelphia 76ers. So we got Maxey slowly taking it up for Philadelphia. Less than a minute to go here at the Wells Fargo Center. And Maxey with some good defense. And Danny Green with a nice block. And sir, Sixers win it 112-97. Well, yeah, huge shout out to the 20 people that's still here. Greatly appreciated. And that is it. Sixers win it 112-97. Honestly, not gonna lie, guys. Despite all the delays and all this shit that I had to deal with, honestly, that Sixers now take a 2-0 series lead going into Game 3 in Toronto, which is unfortunate for Matisse. Yes, sir. And look, Toronto put up a good fight. I'll give them that. But the thing about it is, it's like the fact that and Doc Rivers. Give some credit for the first 2 games. I think the rotations he's done so far, the first 2 games have been the right rotations, which is crazy for me to say, because we all know that Doc Rivers has a tendency to be the worst guy of making rotations. But the fact that he's utilizing Paul Reed in these first 2 games, I think has really helped the Sixers because I just feel like something. I don't know if somebody said something to Doc Rivers. It's like, you guys start using Paul Reed more, or I just feel like something's going on with him. But the fact that he used the right rotations, and used some the right guys that we could use, all that good stuff though. Okay, let me exit out of the Xfinity stream map. But yeah. So we have a series 2-0 lead. But I do greatly appreciate. Obviously, it was a good game, though. I appreciate some new people if you're coming from YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. still trying to grow on some of these platforms out of this well. Um, but yeah, kind of go over a few things because obviously this is still like the post game part of it is that with Dark Rivers at times. Let me take this off really quick so we can get to the screen really quick. And I don't know why. That's who fuck with my layout. Stop that. It's appreciate it. But yeah, appreciate for those who tuning in. So kind of go a little bit over some post game stuff. Is that you know, at times obviously like late in the third quarter, we started the fourth. Like the Sixers should not I mean, there's a lot of positives to go around. Obviously, they shot the three well the first two games. That's really great to see because if you looked at some of the games in the regular season, we have a tendency to sometimes struggle with the three ball. But what we saw, I mean, Tyrese Maxey, game one, 38 points. I think he had 20. He had like 21 or 22 tonight. Still another good night for him. Harden had a good night. Embiid still did his thing. I really can't really complain, other than the fact that sometimes you gotta just stop being lackadaisical at times and not don't get off the or just really basically not letting your foot off the gas pedal a little bit in the ways that you really should not have to. But Shake Milton had a decent game. Tobias did play great. Danny Green, even though he didn't really score that many points, but I do think the way how he played, I think kind of helped a little bit, on the defensive end as well. I mean, granted, he had even the fact he only had 11 points right now. I think it's just like, look, he's not the kind of guy that will give you like the 20 a night, but he will still like contribute in more ways than one. I think it's more like his defensive things than anything else. But now having Matisse unavailable for games 3 and 4, so kind of the final thought before I wrap it up here. The one final thought that I would have to see, especially if we're going to be in Toronto for this games 3 and 4, is for me, I would say have Paul Reed in the lineup, or at least have him or just still do what you're doing here. But I see for me, I would have him more like Paul Reed in the starting five. But if the formula stays the way that it is the last two games, I mean, I think we can win in Toronto. And granted, yeah, I mean, Toronto has been one of those teams that has been a thorn in their sides this season. So the fact we've beaten them twice kind of really does indicate that Toronto is easily beatable. But I mean, Toronto will be one of those teams that will put up a fight. But with that all out of the way, I appreciate huge shout out to Ross Elliott. You've come from Facebook. Key, Baseball Boy 501. I'll see you, man. Coach Dante, Just a Statistic, reacting with Brendan, the AZTRL. Jake, appreciate you joining me for the first time. Yeah, shout out to everybody that was still here. Beth, appreciate it. Another person finally representing South Jersey. I'll say that much. Other than me and Mitch, pretty much. Let's see who else. Who else want to give a shout out to? Jay Taco, Steve G, Mitch. I appreciate you being in the chat. Appreciate everybody who was tuning in, though. I greatly appreciate that. But for those who are new to the channel, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on, so you guys will miss any new content and all that good stuff. All right. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my long time doing the Sixers game. Can't wait to see what the Sixers are going to do in games 3 and 4. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.